Hello, welcome to my video. Have a seat and relax. This artwork exists as the verbal narrative that the part that is apart from the part that is listening to me listens to. And you will benefit greatly from it. In this context, the noetic awareness faces all of what can be seen and unseen as epiphanies. I know you will do well today because doing a series of experimentations to better apprehend our new state, each unfolding a subtle rupture of our auto-responses from the reminiscent, unconsciously employed to finding a way to access that part of the mind where deep thought lies and learning takes place, is easy for a person like you. You are not one of those people who is unable to think or apply a speculative aesthetic of discovery, but rather one who is interested in how the mind works. In fact, I bet you are able to be your own hypnotist, entering trance in a performance context where hierarchies of participation are being reconfigured and traditional authorial claims are under stress. Exactly the way that is best for you. I'm sure you feel a sense of satisfaction knowing you possess these skills, rather than an instance of collapse to an oblique point of fact, a known feeling. Now, focus on your hands. You may either focus on the left hand, that being the right choice, or on the right hand, leaving only one left, and notice how they feel. As one enters trance, new articulations of spectator-performer reciprocity can no longer be disregarded, so people often feel various sensations of warmth, or even a tingling sensation as they relax. But it is not uncommon to notice no change, and just have the ability to focus attention on the hands. As you relax, notice how you feel perfectly still. Are we stable or fleeting? Is the surface a boundary or an opening to something else? At times when we feel so relaxed, we almost become confused as to the day of the week. We misremember an appointment as of tomorrow instead of yesterday. And we give the date as the old year instead of the new. Everything contemplated, interpreted, and distorted through the space-time vortex of a mimetic mirror. And although today is Tuesday, one might think of it as Thursday, but since today is Wednesday, and since it is not important for the present situation whether it is Wednesday or Monday, one can call to mind vividly an experience of 1 week ago on Monday that constituted a repetition of an experience of the previous Wednesday. This, in turn, is reminiscent of an event which occurred last year. And as you fall deeper into your memory, you recall standing in a gallery, looking at an art piece, feeling an intensified sensitization of seeing. Initially, the picture seals itself off from the interpretation of any impression. To you, it seems at once to embrace and reject the entire sweep of artistic production, but it all belongs to you and to your own ability to relax and to begin to know that you really don't know. Do forms want to become ornaments here, or are lines fighting themselves in a kind of game of contact and repression? The painting itself does not give the answer. The work resists any outsider's demand to understand and requires an active positioning of the viewer. People can say many different things, generally motives between figurative speech and reflections in media, but there is no need for you to make the effort it takes to try to make the effort to pay close attention to each thing they say or they don't say, to everything they write, and to all the words that you have heard or read and not understood, because there was a time when the effort to train the mind to stay on track was not worth the trip that led the mind back to that time of peaceful, calm awareness of effortless letting go. Getting low and knowing that you don't need to try to hear or even understand what they say. Hasn't it always been that way? As you look at things in a different light, of course, you can see now that there's always a different way. And there has always been. It's just sometimes it's the same way that you already know. Now imagine you are outside on a perfect day, underneath the clean blue sky, a place you have been before, a place you'd like to go, or even a place of your own creation. As you focus your attention on the clear blue sky, imagine focusing now on a single white puffy cloud in the sky. And as it begins to move off towards the horizon, lazily and leisurely drifting through the sky, you can cast anything, either known or unknown, keeping you from enjoying the beauty in life into that cloud. Any remaining tension or anxiety, and let it drift off towards the horizon, becoming smaller and smaller, carrying it with it, anything either known or unknown, keeping you from enjoying the beauty in life. And there, of course, will come a point when it simply disappears, and it will be at that point. And now I want you to pay attention to the state you have created. I haven't created this state. You have. A state of deep mental relaxation, but a state of learning, creativity, and even new awarenesses. Anytime over the next day or 2 or 3, you need to step back from the business of the world and enter the state. And you don't need hypnosis to do that. You can simply close your eyes, take a deep breath, and bring yourself right back to right here, right now. And of course, it's time to reorient us to the world around us. And so pay attention to the floor below your feet, to my voice, to the feeling of your hands. Pay attention to the sounds around you. You can also begin to stretch your muscles. But before you stand up, I'm going to count to 3, and I want you to take a breath and begin to feel energized. 1, stretch the muscles that need to be stretched. 2, taking a breath. 3, feeling fantastic, having learned something new.